Hey, hello, Spiritual View. I am Marsha, one of the hosts here on the channel where we bring you daily video content on your spiritual path and so much more. Later this morning, we will be going live at 10 a.m. Eastern. We do that every week. And we also go live on Fridays every week at 6 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you will come back and join us for those live events. We do draw cards and pull charts for viewers in the chat. And once a month, we have a roundtable episode where viewers that comment on that video are entered to win a free 30-minute reading. So please subscribe to the channel. Plenty of perks, plenty of quality content coming out lately. It is Monday. I love Mondays. Mondays are a reason to get up and start manifesting for the week ahead. You are the maker and creator of your own reality. So why not start it with a joyful, happy heart? And I wake up every Monday just ecstatic for the week ahead, the day ahead. It's not just Mondays. I kind of wake up like the Energizer bunny. I'm just raring to go. Things from yesterday usually don't creep in. Let's see. I'm going to pull cards just for today. My intention is to just see what's coming today. If the reading naturally feels like it's extending out from there, the cards will let us know. Spirit is most definitely has our back these days. Ooh, I don't know about you all, but that last eclipse last week, it was a doozy. And I tend to feel and ride along the astrological waves a little bit ahead of people, only because I tend to peek around the corner and compare it to my chart and kind of see what is coming, try to plan things accordingly, and still we can get tripped up. Still we can get tripped up. So in times when that happens, the key I have found is to go inside, lead with your feelings, and yeah, let it be a heart-centered response reaction to yourself. Okay, you respond to your heart first, your heart. Okay. In any event, last week I know I mentioned that I thought the tone of the week was really about people and things that show up in your life were a trigger of something that needed to be examined within yourself. I say yourself, but I'm including myself in that as well. I always do. I am a super, wasn't always this way, but as I said in my opening, as I realized that I really am the maker of my reality, I get to create what it is that I'm living through. Man, I just really realized that people that were showing up were prior versions of myself. And those were the breakups that needed to happen. So it was an inside job last week. This week, I feel like as the transits move through Libra, we've got the South Node there. We've got Black Moon Lilith there. Mercury's going to be racing through there. The mind is going to get way ahead. So watch your thoughts this week. But essentially what's happening now is, settling the score, so to speak, in the relationships and networks and family structures that we all belong to. And it's hard. I'm not going to lie to you that many people I know are realizing that the path is splitting. It is literally, you have to choose whether you believe you create your reality or you are subject to somebody else's version of the reality that they lob upon you. So, and it's hard. We, as empaths, and we want to save everybody. We want to prop everybody up. We want to be their just support system, right? But if they're not seeing their own how they trip themselves up in their thinking and constantly questioning themselves, and that creates a bigger reality that draws in experiences that reinforce that low self-esteem, or whatever the case may be. You can only prop people up so long before, you're just kind of in the muck with them. And man, I've spent so many years of my life doing that. I just figure that Pluto moving into Aquarius, we've got a 20-year cycle, okay, for everybody to get on the bus of the age of Aquarius. Okay. It started this year. It is. And if you didn't do the work and you're still kind of not figuring out how exactly to work with your shadow, okay, that's where it starts, then we'll just pick you up next year. We will pick you up next year. I promise. We'll teach and help and guide you along the way. And I'm saying this because this is happening in your life, right? You see relationships that are falling apart. You want to help and save those people, and you just can't do it. You've got to put your oxygen mask on first. Absolutely. And then check in with them at the next go around, okay? In the Aries season, when you get to launch new things again, hopefully from Virgo on through to the Pisces season, they'll get a chance to do some of the shadow and inner work and all of that. And then from Aries back to Virgo, they get to become something new again, okay? Wow, that was just downloaded. I don't know exactly why all that came through, but we're going to start with some sacred symbol oracle cards for today. Big deep breath. What's on our path? The guides are here. Well, now I know what that was all about. Look at that. It's like an Aquarius symbol. I love it. I'm an Aquarius rising, Aquarius North Node. That's a 7. I do feel super connected to my guides these days. They have been guiding me and protecting me, pushing me to speak up and out in ways that I think in past social family situations, I might have just zipped it. But you know what? We're clearing karmic paths. Halamia, can you see that? Karmic path. We go from the 7 to the 8, right? Wow, Saturn energy making us do the work, but working with our guides. I love that. Yeah, y'all, it is going to get stormy ahead. Absolutely. That's a 21 number. We pull that down to a 3. To me, that's a Jupiter energy. We are going to have to sail some stormy seas underneath. Gratitude. Oh my goodness, gratitude is a 35 card back to 8. Grateful. Grateful for the karmic cycles that we can illuminate, that we can see. I love it. And in the middle of that is the stormy. I'm just intuitively picking up on that. For some of us, a lot of us, we have to go through the storms in order to learn the lesson, is it the lesson of gratitude? I think it's the gift of gratitude. I'll needle out that word. Yeah, okay. The guides are here. Let's get into the tarot for the week. Give it a couple shuffles here. You know, that stormy card, it's come out a couple of times, and I always have a sense of apprehension, I think is what I'm trying to say, but not this time. I feel like the way that card is laid out here, the wind is blowing towards the karmic path. You can't avoid the storms. So knowing that, and knowing that you get to create the lesson that leads to the gratitude of those storms, this is Spirit's way of giving you a heads up this week. I love that. I think that's the most wonderful thing once you get connected to your guides, is that, I mean, you do feel like you get a little insider trading information, if you will. Okay, collective, we are showing up as Ace of Pentacles. We're grounded. Oh, that glare is coming in. I'm so sorry. There we go. Ace of Pentacles. New material opportunities, manifesting. Aces are always new opportunities. This is in a material sense. I also see those mountains in the back. I'm also seeing that grounded in rising above as well. I love that. Clarified by the Three of Cups, how we show up out in the world in groups. Staying grounded. I love that. Opportunity this week is the moon. Getting in touch with our intuition. Okay. Notice the crab coming up out of there. I'm just drawn to that. Cancer being leading with our heart, leading with our feelings first. Feelings towards ourselves, okay, I think is what's going to keep us grounded and really help us not decipher, discern is what I'm trying to pull out. Really discern if something's being veiled or hidden, maybe in these groups and relationships. I'm going to pull the rest of these cards, then I'll talk about them. I love that. Okay. We are showing up as Seven of Pentacles, doing our work. This is, to me, the card of you reap what you sow, okay? Pay attention this week to the work, the inner work you're doing, the seeds you are planting, okay? There's going to be energy around you, a fast movement energy, probably lots of communication. Like I said, I mentioned that this, this is also the card of movement, sharing of ideas, lots of downloads coming in this week, leading to the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter energy again. It's going to protect us through the storms. I feel like you have to know that this is a time where the energies are faded. Astronomically speaking, the planets are changing. It does have an energetic effect on the entire solar system. And certainly, if you dive into your birth chart and take a look at where those planets move, correlate that to the area of your chart, you'll see where those faded moments are going to come up this week, okay? And all of that movement leading to a faded event, I feel like it's probably going to happen by next Friday, is leading towards cutting away codependency, leading towards independence. You're up-leveling your self-worth this week. Okay? Up-leveling your self-worth. Underneath, and kind of what we don't see coming, Knight of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. This is the energy of temperance as well. So this is the lower octave. The Nine of Wands is the lower octave of the Temperance card. Nine of Wands can be brash and an adventurer for sure, a renegade. I've used that term many times this week. But bold and daring, okay? Charging towards one of my favorite cards, the Sun card. Joy and happiness. So in what you don't see coming, I think the guides are telling you that the inward work, you're moving up, the timelines have sped up, you're moving along fast, you have an opportunity here to, despite the storms that are coming, end the cycle. And leading to Four of Wands, okay? It will be a tumultuous week for sure. It's the inner work, y'all. It's the inner work always that we need to be doing, leading with, have I done everything I can? Am I showing up in a way that speaks to prosperity, um, hardworking towards my spiritual future, letting fate and destiny, the karmic path, come in and do the work, right? We can't, the storms come and they do clear things out. And I want to say just now that in a very literal sense, it is not lost on me that so many people in the United States, but also in many, many other areas of the world, are dealing with unprecedented flooding issues. It's occurring in Poland and Thailand. I have relatives in Italy, in a small town that were nearly completely a gully wash. And of course, like I mentioned, so many people in the United States, in the southeastern region, who certainly expected strong storms, but the path of the aftermath of the hurricane is just completely devastating. So we here at the Spiritual View have team members in that area as well. And we have been praying for y'all, sending our love and support. One of our viewers, we did a deep dive with her last week. She's got relatives in the area, pulling some cards for those people. The first responders, the cleanup from that, the emotional cleanup from that, the karmic path that the United States is on as well. You want to stay tapped into your guides, okay? They're not going to send you astray. Let's see. I want to pull a clarifier. I'm going to ask for a clarifier around the moon because this was our opportunity. We'll see what wants to come out, if the deck is going to play nice with us or leave us guessing, wanting a little bit more. But I feel like there's a key there, that something in your psyche and your intuition with regard to, I'm feeling like this is some putting down some codependency from a framework of, oh, a couple cards fell out. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. This might be too many, but we'll take them. All right, Moon. All right. It's a transformation at hand. Transformation in how we view ourselves in perspective to past relationships. Past relationships with. So we've been talking a lot on this channel how our relationships to females, female energies is really important, not only for the path ahead, but it's abundantly clear that it's important for our own healing our feminine energy, no matter what you identify as or with. So Queen of Swords, Libra energy and justice, Queen of Cups, Cancer, the Chariot. Wow. Balancing and justice coming in the form of spiritual clarity. Leading to tower moments. Okay. But ultimately, you're making a choice. You've called this in. However, these moments show up, they're leading to a transformation for you. Your soul is beckoning you to stand firm. Know that you are creating this reality. You are creating this reality. The signs and symbols will absolutely be there this week. You can ask your guides specifically for signs, and they will show up. Oh my goodness, spiritual view. This reading seems so much bigger than just a Monday. But again, it's spiritual path guidance. We're all in this together. You get to choose what path you're going to take. But this is the dividing point. I absolutely encourage you to not fight the fate that's at hand, that's going to balance the scales for us. Okay. That Cancer energy and that Libra energy. Wow. It couldn't be louder this week. The moon is also mother energy. That's another female energy, asking us to lead with our hearts. But lead with our hearts with the ultimate goal and intention, okay, of not trying to save the world, but rising up ourselves so that we are the embodiment of the leadership. What am I trying to say? Actions more than words. Let your actions carry who's going to follow you and who's not. You don't have to convince anybody. You just have to do your work, and you're going to level up this week. Oh my goodness, spiritual view. I hope that was helpful for you. Shall we get a sweary affirmation? I feel like we should. I feel like that's a little bit of a tradition on Mondays. Why the heck not? I've really kept it toned down today. Probably because, man, well, I know why. We started a cuss jar here in the house. It's fine. I can still cuss at my head. Nobody can stop that. Okay. Breathe in the good shit. Breathe out the bullshit. You know it. There you are, my loves. I hope you have a great rest of your day and certainly a wonderful week ahead, no matter what comes. Your guides are with you. We are with you. Please come back and join us at 10 a.m. today for the live with the ladies here on the Spiritual View. And until next week, love and light. Bye-bye.